श्री श्री जगन्नाथ जी बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनतीरावनचारी 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 जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya
जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ जी बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की श्री बाला गोपाल की जय श्री राधा माधव की जय श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की समावेत भक्त वृंद की all glorious assembled devotees all glorious assembled devotees all glorious assembled devotees all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamadhirayet Nashta Prayesha Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna everyone. So I would like to start with applauding for one who have made it in time and among them the one who have made it first. It's so nice. It's not that because they want something, they want some gift. Anyway, I can't give It's important because they value our time, and similarly we also should see that we can also come in time and value their time. Today should have been the Bhakti Vriksha week 10, but the divine arrangement, somehow I am sitting here, I don't know. Yeah, it would have been nice that Adirasa Prabhu could have taken the week 10, and another occasion has come in that we are privileged to celebrate in a small scale Shiva Ratri. Yeah. Of course, we are doing in the daytime. And interestingly, I think some are following today. Who is following Shivratri here today? And some will follow tomorrow. Very less. Ideally, it happens in the middle, right? Shivratri happens midnight. So, in a way, we could already start today as Adivas preparation, and we can go to tomorrow. How many of us here think that we are a part of Krishna consciousness, and how come that in Krishna consciousness we also worship Lord Shiva? Anyone surprised here? No one surprises? You are surprised. See, there is some surprise. No one else? Be honest. Huh? You can be very, very honest. Because this question is not a question of now. This question is happening also in the time of, in the Dvapar Yuga, Parikshit Maharaj asked Shukadev Goswami. He asked a very interesting question. I don't know whether if I take a poll now, Amala Puran, timeless, should be still valid. Let's check now. How many of us think that there are two groups? There is Shaivites and Vaishnavites? Yes? Most of us, yeah. Do you know when it started? Do you know can it end? So we are going parallel with nice spirit of, I am there in that way both. There is in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, that's why I was saying, maybe you can put on the harmonium, that this question was asked. Lord Krishna's mercy is very, very special. And in fact, Krishna himself declares, if I favor someone so much, the first thing I will do is take away their wealth. Oh my God, I didn't know this. In fact, I know someone who just stopped worshipping Lord Vishnu because they said, oh, if I worship him, no, I should not go so close to him. The moment he will see me, then after all, we are working for what? Of course, for wealth. Of course, health, okay, but wealth is leading. Yeah. And then, maybe that is the reason why Lakshmi Devi is so rich, because what is Lord Vishnu doing? He's taking from you all and he's giving to his dear wife. Yeah, that's the way to please wife, right? Everyone is coming and serving, and then the Lakshmi, everything is going to. Not only that, Lord Vishnu here is saying that if someone has so much bhakti to me, first thing is no wealth, gone case. I'll try the second thing. Now, how many will stay here? I don't know. I will give a lot of distress to them. Lot of difficulties, troubles come in their life. Is that the reason why we worship the Lord? Huh? What is the inspiration then anymore? After all, why we are going? There are 4 kinds of people who go to the Lord. Artis, Jigyasis, who are very inquisitive to know. Then Arthartis, And I think maybe we come to in this category one way or the other. I think Arthat is some. How many of us pray to the Lord, oh, may I become rich? Someone who is rich doesn't need to pray anyway. Hmm? How many of us go to the Lord at least because I have troubles? That's why I want to go. Where can I go and speak my all troubles, Bhagavan? And he's saying, I'm giving more troubles to you. Then what will you do? If the Lord Himself is giving trouble, where do we go? Huh? So Parikshit Maharaj is asking, maybe should we go to Lord Shiva, by the way? Indirectly, I mean, this chapter goes in this direction. In fact, in the Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 88th chapter, have anyone heard the story about Vrikasura? Anyone heard story of Bhasmasura? Both are actually same. Uh, so, the question asked, again, still the same. I have not yet come to the question. So, first thing is, when all things are gone, what is the use? On the one side, we see Lord Vishnu has next to him Mother Lakshmi. The fortune, goddess of fortune is with him. And Lord, have you seen what kind of dressings that Lord wear? You see, all like a Pakka king, like pagadi and what not. Do you know what time he goes for party? Night time. He has a night life. If you go in Puri, yeah, darshan. Can you see all temples? There is special darshan at 11 o'clock, right? I don't know when the Lord sleeps. Very difficultly, the pujaris or the pandas will close the door, and the Lord will go from the back door. And he goes all the night till 4, or I think whenever the altar is open. Until then, he enjoys all around. So he's a party guy with all nice golden ornaments, with nice bedecked jewels and everything. Amazing, but what is he doing to the devotees? Huh? Take away everything. On the other side, I mean, Shivratri, right? We need to prepare for that. On the other side, what is the ornaments of Lord Shiva? No one is making anything, he is making garland of skulls. Huh? And who are his fans? Booths, huh? Huh? Now the $1,000,000 question comes. In fact, it's a $1,000,000 question. Now, who is rich? Which temples are rich? Is it Shaivite temples or Vaishnavite temples? Really? Really? Did we really outperformed? Wow. It is said the Lord Vishnu is very opulent, Alankara Priya. He is very nicely. And does anyone know what is Lord Shiva known as? Abhisheka Priya. Wash him off. All the time when you are washing him, where is the time for putting all the ornaments? And then the place, where is the Lord having? Very nice place, right? Very, very, if you see the description of Vaikuntha, so nice. Oh, so nice garlands, so nice flowers, parijata, so nice smelling. There are so many servants. And Kailash, again whitewash. What is it? Snow. How many followers? Followers are also a bit strange. One is Nandi, one is Bringi. So now who is leading here? I mean, just if again coming to the point. This is again the questions. I'm not asking for my own interest. The questions that are asked in Bhagavatam, I'm just putting to our context. After asking these questions, then anyway, in the 10th canto, that topics comes. To help us understand, first of all, there is no rivalry between Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. Maybe his followers may have, for a good reason. The followers have it, right? Because hey, he is my Lord. My Lord is great. No problem. Till there, no problem. When you say my Lord is great, but not your Lord, then there is a problem. Huh? Oh, Hemagori. Huh? She's giving a class. I think we should put a mic there.
She don't need mic.
Indirectly, I said the same. Sometimes some people may ask the question, can't we live harmoniously? Why to fight? Huh? Sabka Malik ek hai, sab Vishnu, Shiva, no problem. Why are these ISKCON people only promoting Krishna? They don't even compromise coming to a standard of Vishnu or Narayan. No, only Krishna. Sometimes they bring special character. Who is that? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We never heard in my childhood. Maybe max I heard is some bits of Bhagavad Gita, some bits of Bhagavatam. I don't know what is what. Sometimes people may ask, is these both books are same? Yeah. In the Bhagavatam 12th canto, the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that of all the rivers, Ganges is the most holiest river. Of all worships, Achyuta is worshipped. And of all Vaishnavas, Shambhu is the topmost. Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. So does it mean that is he only a Vaishnava, not more than that? When we go more detail, we can understand, because we may think, now, how can you say Lord as just a devotee? Hey, Bhaiya, he wants to be a devotee, what is our problem? If Lord Shiva always wants to appreciate by offering worship to Lord Rama, what is our problem? And the same thing, if Lord Ram wants to offer his worship to Lord Shiva, what is our problem? In fact, in Tulsidas Ramayana, what is it? Ramcharitmanas, there is in Balakanda description that Lord Ram appreciates worshipping Lord Shiva. All fine. And the same, we can see also Lord Shiva says, I cannot live without offering, always meditating on Lord Ram. So I think things are fine, clear. Why only ISKCON has come and messed up everything? Why only ISKCON has come and said Krishna is supreme? Then we really need to read Bhagavatam. First we need to read Bhagavatam Canto 4. In Bhagavatam Canto 4 we come across Daksha Yajna. In the Daksha Yajna we can understand the greatness of Lord Shiva. In the same 4th canto there is description about Lord Shiva singing a song called Rudra Gita. Then there are other references, and then very nice I appreciate is the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why I was saying. In fact, last year we were reading all the chapters from the Bhagavatam that glorifies Lord Shiva. I am very, very fortunate. Why? Because usually in Krishna consciousness we usually have very less time other than Krishna. So, yeah, just like I always feel very happy that on Radhastami we get the opportunity to sing the glories of Srimati Radharani. We could say that they are the topmost devotees. They are the topmost devotees of the Lord. And it said it's very difficult to understand the mood and bhav and tattva of either it is Radharani. That's why better not to dwell into the details of about her greatness. Just at a high level, understand from Bhagavatam what Acharyas have said, that's it. And similarly, to appreciate the Shiva Tattva, we have a golden opportunity on Shivaratri. Yeah, we can sing the glories of Lord Shiva all the night. Last time we did it, I think it went till 3 o'clock in the night. Anyone, welcome, we can start doing that. From the 8th canto, we can see the greatness of Lord Shiva. Of course, in the fourth canto, I already said in the case of Dakshayagya, if someone is fighting, what is our reaction to it? As a third party, we just go and see maybe. But just imagine if the fight is about you, what will you do? Hmm? You want to justify, right? We want to prove ourselves that I am right. Yeah. When Daksha was chastising, he was in the whole assembly where Lord Brahma is there, Lord Shiva is there, all the other devatas were there in the yajna. At the time when Daksha has come, everyone stood up, offered respect because, yeah, he is a Prajapati, the master of all the people, the progenitor. Offering respect, etiquette is minimum. Only two didn't get up. Lord Brahma didn't get up, Lord Shiva didn't get up. Lord Brahma, okay, he is even father of Prajapati Daksha, that's okay. But what happened to Shiva? He should have got up. That is his understanding. And then he says when the time comes, and he starts telling whole justification. Daksha starts telling, you know what? I haven't seen such a person like Shiva who has no character, who is such loose in his own dealings. He doesn't know how to honor, respect. I was not at all ready to give my daughter to him, but it was Brahmaji who came and then inspired me finally. Yeah, he is a guy who has all these skulls, ashes in his body, doesn't has a home. Which which father will give his daughter to such a, anyway? All those glorifications are in Bhagavatam. Lord Shiva, who is all powerful, Mahadeva, he can very easily justify himself. Or why should I justify someone who is ordinary? He could just punish. But then, because the parties were kind of cursing and counter cursing, this is what happened in the assembly there. The followers of all the Brahmanas, they were starting cursing the follower of Lord Shiva. That's why, careful with Shaivites and Vaishnavites. It can go so great, the masters will be happy, no problem. Yeah, they have all respect, and I will come to that very point. It's very sensitive. I'll still try to tell that, hoping I can present it properly. By the way, how much time do we have?
Till 1.
Till 1. The story will start by 1. 1:30 also, no problem. Okay. All fine? 1:30?
Yeah.
The more freedom, then more deeper we can go. Yeah. If someone is hungry, yeah, you can always have some snacks. Oh, Shivaratri fasting. You can have snacks, fasting snacks. That is the beauty of fasting, right? Then we don't have to get disturbed. That is the time where Lord Shiva simply got up. He didn't speak a word, and he left the assembly. No need to justify someone. Uh, if Daksha has a problem, why should I solve his problem? And the better thing is, if I move, at least my followers will not become more engaged in cursing and counter cursing, because they were cursing, hey, you will become like this, and they were saying, oh, you will also become like this. So he said, better let me leave. And then he left. And after some time, Daksha is once again making a nice big yajna, and this time he had a great opportunity to insult Lord Shiva. This time, what did he do? He invited everyone except his own son in law. He invited son in laws of all his 26 daughters, who are the nakshatras, right? And not only nakshatra, he had more daughters, yeah. And he didn't invite Sati, his very dearmost daughter. And she was saying, okay, why should we get an invitation from our father? Yeah, Maika gar hai, we can go anytime. No invitation required. They'll welcome me very nicely. I can go and have nice socializing with my sisters. After all, they are coming. You see, they are flying in their airplanes, coming to visit my father's house. Why don't I go? Lord said, you know what? You know the problem. I don't have any problem, but you know the problem. When we are not invited to go to that place, anyway, there are so many nice instructions. But Mother Sati still persists. No, no, no. I know why you don't want to go. I think you you are feeling insulted. You're not welcomed well. No. Finally, she decides, okay, let me go. And Lord Shiva says, okay, if you want to go, then he arranged a nice Nandi. Not the airplanes. Yeah, who likes airplanes? No, she was sent on a nice bull and then very nicely decorated. Not her, the bull, and very nicely decorated. Who are the followers in the front and back? Not with all ornaments, no. You know, all kinds of rebels were there. One had a horn. One had these horns. Anyway, she went there, and after being there, her father didn't welcome, and she went and saw all the sisters were there, and the mother was Prasuti. She was also not so much seeing. There, she saw something that what her husband already said. That's a very important lesson. Yeah, you have to all listen to your no to Lord Shiva. I'm saying to your Lord Shiva. See, everyone takes their own version. I didn't say anything. They know everything. Huh? So she felt that in the yajna there is no respect to her husband. Because when one is performing yajna, then you invite all the devatas. And there is no special seat that was offered for Lord Shiva. In fact, Lord Shiva is also Dev, right? We are calling Mahadev. One of the three Dev. Huh? Still, he was not. Then she felt too much insulted. And she said, because you are my husband, my father, that's why I can't speak strongly. She said, I can't imagine to be any more Dakshayani. Dakshayani means the daughter of Daksha. Just by this name itself, feel very. So she said, okay, let me burn myself. And she simply burned herself with her mystic yoga. Come on, this was unbearable. This was unbearable for whom? For all. They were saying. And then finally this news came to Lord Shiva. He became so angry, and in that he just took his jata jute, and from that he just threw that on the floor, and then a huge black form of Lord Shiva's expansion in the form of, what is his name? Veerabhadra. Veerabhadra. He came. He is like a Bahubali. No. So, and then anyway, we know what happened afterwards. So there should be some level of tolerance. Na? He tolerated whatever Daksha was telling that yajna, but he could not tolerate what has happened to his dear wife. Then what is the lesson from here? Lord Shiva doesn't tolerate insult of his devotees. That's how we should take. Not like, okay, husband should not tolerate. Everyone takes his part. Na? I'm just summarizing at a Shastric level. We can understand the greatness of Lord Shiva there. Yeah, we can understand the greatness of Lord Shiva, that in that part of fourth canto there is so much glorification about his character, how he is. And then once when Prachetas come, the sons of King Prachina Barhi, to the sons of Prachina Barhi, Lord Shiva sings those prayers which is called Rudra Gita, the song of Lord Shiva in the praise of Lord Vishnu. He says the Lord in the form of Aniruddha, in the form of Sankarshana, in the form of Pradyumna, in the form of both Sankarshana, Vasudeva. Yeah. And there is so much glorification, and then so Lord Shiva is glorifying so much that he said, if you sing these glories, he says to Prachetas, your life will be successful. If Lord Shiva is the supreme, and why wouldn't he say, hey, sing my glories? After all, it's a rare opportunity, you saw me. Huh? And if you sing my glories, then your life is successful. We have to understand Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. Another great Leela of the Lord we can see in the 8th canto, which comes up. How many of us know there are Devatas and Daityas? Huh? Danavas. Huh? Ditis and Atidis sons are Daityas and Adityas. Or Adityas means the sons of Atiti. And Diti's sons are Daityas. Can you say a few top leaders in that Diti's family? No, not Atiti. Diti. Come on. You're totally changing. Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. The leaders of that time. Anyway, and then of course we know how it comes down, and then there is also Bali Maharaj. In the 8th canto, it is said about how Vamana appeared, and for that, Bali Maharaj is the one of the reasons. And why Bali Maharaj had to do that? If you go even further, the whole 8th canto is very nice. Of course, Gajendra Moksha is coming there, but then we can start seeing how the desire of the Devatas to become strong started a very important activity called churning the Milky Ocean. Sagar Manthan. Of course, philosophers will tell you can start doing this churning in your mind, in your heart, all these things. The real churning really happened. On the Shvetadvipa, Kshira Sagara, Shvetadvipa is where Lord Vishnu, you may have seen, in the Sri Ranganath positions, laying down on a nice cushion bed. What is that made of? Adisesh Ananta. And then his dear consent is always offering great massage service. She says, my Sukriti is by touching your lotus feet, and that's everything. Lakshmi. Yeah. The Devatas come to Lord Vishnu and say, we are struggling a lot because now the upper hand is of Daityas. The demons are became very powerful. They blew so much that our teeth are out. Yeah, I mean there is whole description what happened. The teeth are out. What can you eat with no teeth? No? It's very horrible condition, my lord. Please do something so that we can really get back our own home. There is no home. Forget about teeth. There is no home. Do something so that we can again regain. And in this process, maybe can I have that? Thank you. We have a lot of place, come please. You can come. Then I have to not shout loud. So when everyone went and said, "Oh, please, please save," and the Lord is then saying, yeah, He's saying, Bhadram, yeah, may there be all auspiciousness to you. And of course, that is the reason why we go to the Lord, right? We go to the Lord so that we can also get that auspiciousness that is there, that He is distributing to everyone, especially to His devotees. Thank you. Lord Brahma is praying, offering his prayers, and then the Lord is saying, understanding why they have come, Lord is saying, okay, please hear me attentively, for what I say will bring good fortune for all of you. As long as you are not flourishing, you should make a truce with the demons who are now being favored by time. Because they are all the demons, they are serving Sukracharya very nicely. And whoever serves their spiritual master very nicely, no one can do anything. The Lord Himself is telling, we can't do anything. Yeah? Right now, yes, demons are all powerful. Who is saying? Lord. Lord is saying, Lord is all powerful. He is Himself saying, hey, no chance, we can't beat them. Lord Vishnu is saying, rather you do what? Make a sandhi, make a deal. Huh? When you can't win with power, you do what? Make a deal. And then he says, for attaining an important goal, this is important, not to make sandhi with anyone for material benefit. For attaining an important goal, one may have to make a trust even with one's enemy according to the logic of snake and mouse logic. How many of us know this logic? Snake and mouse? How much time? We didn't even start Lord Shiva's. How much time we have? 1 hour. Okay. I thought you know, that's why I mean, we could have gone. Snake and mouse logic. Just, we know there are these old and wooden boxes in which all the paddy fields are stored when all the grains come. And then somehow what happened is the snake got into that. Why? Because it wanted the mouse. It wanted to eat the mouse. But to come out of that box, it need what? The mouse to make the hole bigger so that it can come out of that. From the wooden box, how to come out? You need mouse. You need the help of the mouse. Otherwise it doesn't work. Yeah. Of course, maybe in China there is no guarantee what happens to the snake. No? If it's found, they think, oh, along with rice we have snake. So Lord Vishnu is saying, as per the snake and mouse logic, there is always, for a higher purpose, for a good reason, you can make sandhi with enemies also. And then what do you do with them? Try to produce nectar. And when the nectar is coming, then you see what I will do. First hard work, then what do you get? The success, result. He says. So the combined effort of you and the demons will bring Amrit. When you are churning the milky ocean, when the Amrit is coming, then we will give the Amrit to you. Hey, come on, what is this? Lord is partial or what? He is asking the asuras to help and he is giving only fruit to only devatas. If we want to really know what is the reason, secret of it, we have to come in December for Bhagavad Saptah to know why Lord had done this. Until then, we will still try to get to the point. Here we are saying that Bali Maharaj knew well when to make peace and when to fight. He thought, hey, there was never a time that Devatas themselves came to us. They have come, oh, then they may also think, oh, there is something suspicious, right? Oh, maybe we are being cheated. Then they may not come. That's why he said, the demigod sat near Bali Maharaj and pleased him with mild words. Then Indra politely submitted. Okay, you know what? I want to do this. Why don't you join us? In the end, you are also getting something. Huh? And then the demigods and demons become friends. Can you imagine? Shivites, I mean, no, not. Can you imagine demons and demigods have become friends? Unimaginable, man. Oh, for higher purpose, for the benefit. Yes. And then they uprooted Mount Mandara and then brought it towards the Milk Ocean, but being fatigued and unable to carry, they left it on the way. It is so heavy. We are not talking about a small churning rod for churning some buttermilk, the real churning. And then they brought it, and then finally, when it fell on the Devatas and Danavas, and because of that, so many have died uh, because of the heavy hill that fell. Anyway, then the Lord Himself appeared and He lifted it and He again restored everyone so that, hey, okay, you get a next chance to rule what you want to do. And here in this regard comes very important. Lord Vishnu has empowered, He has made all. This Leela tells so much. I think we have this YouTube link where we spoke on this in Golokadam for 3 days. Amazing. It's so much to offer. But what we want to know here is about what came out of churning. What did Lord say? What will come out? Amrit. What came out first? Halahal. Not ordinary. Not this poison sprint. What do you call it? Poison spray. The real poison came. And that too, it is the poison that's deadly poison. Yeah, of course, poison is deadly. And this is the topmost. Just the vapors of the poison itself is killing so many. And in this regard, it is said that when the poison came, and everyone started getting scared, they were thinking, oh, what will happen now? Oh, everything became dark. Everything is covered. These fumes are very dangerous. And maybe then, can I get now? We don't have a table or small or. Meanwhile, I'll just read here what we have. Halahal. Then a fierce but dangerous poison called Halahala was produced and started spreading in all directions. Feeling unsheltered, all the demigods, along with Lord Vishnu, approached Lord Shiva. Now you see, where did Lord Vishnu go? To Lord Shiva, see? And then in the purport, Prabhupada mentions that Lord Vishnu is fully competent, undoubtedly competent to rectify the situation created by this, but in order to give credit to his great devotee. The service that Lord Shiva offers is amazing. Can you imagine if you're a teacher and by profession? No, right? No, right? Anyone teachers here? Teaching to first class, first benchers is easy. What about teaching to the last bench? How many times we will try? Nothing goes, everything is filled already. No one takes care of them. Lord Shiva is doing amazing service. What is that? He is changing people for good from a very, very low understanding. As you may say, Trimurti. He is the Lord of what? People who are tamasic, who have not yet understood how to do proper worship. Amazing. So who should be regarded the best of all the devotees of Vaishnavas? Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. And but in order to give credit to his dear devotee Shiva, who later drank all the poison and kept it in his neck, Lord Vishnu did not take action now. And then Lord Shiva, very important, no? Actually, I like this part very much. When all the devatas they went to Lord Shiva, and what did they ask? Come for the party. What are we giving? Spirit in the highest way. They are inviting Lord Shiva to drink poison. Means what happens? What will happen? Mother Parvati is here and everyone is coming and asking, we have a big problem, please come. Huh? And then Lord Shiva, will the wife allow that? Okay, huh? Okay. Happy journey. But because she is the mother of the universe, and she very well know that nothing will happen to Lord Shiva, that's why she said, for the welfare of everyone, just yes, what you want to do, huh? Yeah, you can go. And then, yep, thank you. So, when Lord Shiva was sitting in Kailash with Bhavani for the prosperity of the three worlds, yeah, great sages worship him by austerities for attaining liberation. The demigods offered him obeisances, they offered him prayers, and the prayers are very nice prayers. Please, this is our spirit. Please save us from this fiery poison, O Mahadev, O super soul of all jivas and cause of this their prosperity. We have come for your shelter. All the devatas, maybe first they went to Lord Vishnu and now they are going to Lord Shiva. Whoever seizes fire, let's go there. No, here they really mean it. And then it goes further. You are the cause of bondage and liberation of the universe because you are its ruler. Intelligent people worship you, the Guru who mitigates distresses. And then here comes Guna Avatar, Trimurti. You are self-effulgent and supreme. You assume the name Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha when you act in creation, maintenance and annihilation of this world. So in fact here it is also mentioned, hey Mahadev, it's only you who are the one who is coming in the form of Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. In somewhere didn't we read that Vishnu himself is coming like that? Why these Puranas confuse us? Who wrote all these things? And finally, there is a Vaishnava group, there is a Shaivite group for good cause. Don't blame us. The scriptures are all like that. One is glorifying only Vishnu as supreme, one is glorifying only Shiva as supreme. And even to date, it is still going on that the followers from Adi Shankaracharya and followers from Ramanujacharya, they still come, meet, and they still discuss. It still happens for a good reason anyway. Here we can see the prayers that were offered by the devatas is clear. They are saying, hey, everything is coming from you, and that is also truth. Trimurtis have come from Lord Shiva. How? Who is Lord Shiva? Who is Lord Shiva? As I said, it's very, very technical. That's why everyone are with me. Who is Lord Shiva? Yes, if he is a great devotee of Vishnu, then how can Vishnu come from great devotee?
Because Krishna always loved his devotees. He is the devotee.
Okay, then what? Very nice, thank you. You are also confused, I am confused. No. We have the Shastra Praman. The Shastras are giving the reference, because when we come across these, it's not like, okay, it's too much, I can't understand, let's go to hell, man. Whether it is Shiva great or some will say no one is great, someone will say all are great. Very easy, right? Then don't need to read all the books. Why to read all books? Very simple. One understanding is what? For mathematics. One, all are great. One is no one is great. One is he is great or one is he is great. No, here we are saying both are great. And then when we have this, we should use the scriptures to understand, and the reference given is when the Lord, in his main expansion from Lord Krishna, he expanded as, what is his first expansion? Sankarshana. When Lord has expanded as Sankarshana, of course, these four forms, what is that? Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. From Sankarshana comes Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is not different from Sadashiva. So in that way we can see that at least that Mahavishnu and Shiva, if someone are saying na both are same, no problem. But then what is the problem? Why is there this? Here we are saying, hey, Vishnu is anyway capable of all taking the poison. Why Shiva has to come and do? Now we come to the next level. From Sadashiva, which is in the Mahesha Dham, which is just in the border of, this Viraja river, the river which is almost a crossing between the material world and the spiritual world. There Lord Shiva is there. Sometimes he can be in the material realm and sometimes he is in the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm he is called Sadashiva, which is pure. Shiva means auspiciousness. Sadashiva is pure auspiciousness. The Lord who has expanded from Sankarshana is Sadashiva, and from Sadashiva, who is none other than Mahavishnu. We know that Mahavishnu. We have a paper. Very nice. Someone asked not to show this. Now, for this, don't count my time. Here you can see. Here, this whole. What do you call this? Oval? Anda. This whole egg is Hiranya Garbha, and this is Garbhodakashai ocean. Garbhodaka ocean. Here is Garbhodakashai Vishnu. One Vishnu is here. And this Vishnu, from his navel comes Lord Brahma. Where is he? Oh, he's too high. So, he is here. And then there are all these 14 planets. And if you see, Garbhodakashai Vishnu is the one who is here, and you see here there is Lord Shiva. When Lord Shiva is in, he expands into the material world, which we call Brahmanda. This Brahmanda is one, and there are so many such andas. And from where are they coming? Karanadakashai Vishnu, who is called Mahavishnu. You see, Mahavishnu is in his Yoga Nidra, not what our Damodar is doing. Real. When he is inhaling and exhaling, during that process, so many universes are coming into existence and again going into dissolution. So many are coming and going. From where? From the skin pores of Lord Vishnu. During an exhale, I always have to, do you know, exhaling the things come out? Yes. And inhaling everything goes inside. So many are there. And then here there is this Viraja river, this causal ocean, and then you see here there is this Kailash. You see Sadashiva is here. You see Sadashiva. I mean, the one whom we are all seeing, that who is coming with all this Vibhuti, Dharan and all, we see here. And here in this, where we have Lord Shiva, should be Devi Dham, where is that? I am just trying. Durga? No, not here. It should be before that, and somewhere it should be here in this. Anyway, we'll check it out. It will be there. It is there? No, above should be somewhere. Okay. So there is Devi Dham and Hari Dham, and the middle is there Mahesh Dham. And all these are Vaikuntha planets. So many Vaikuntha planets are there, where there are so many. Here you see Varaha. Here I think this Aniruddha. There Narsimha. In that way there are so many spiritual homes for the Lord and his devotees to reside there. Is it conceivable? I think it's inconceivable. Sometimes knowledge makes more crazy. It's too much knowledge. Now the question comes back, right? What the devatas, thank you so much. My time is up for that. So in a way we can say, yes, when we talk about Sadashiva, who is none other than Vishnu, both are same. But when the Lord appears as Triguna Avatar, the Lord of creation, maintenance and destruction. At the same time, gunas are not just creation, maintenance, destruction, are Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. Lord Shiva is not influenced by Tamoguna. He is the Lord of Tamoguna. It is not that. If Lord Shiva is in his own spirit, doesn't mean, oh, what is that? There are followers of Lord Shiva who drink bhang. Lord Shiva doesn't drink bhang. Only his followers drink bhang, think, oh, see, my Lord, after he drinks that, he becomes so ecstatic. No, but the followers, at least, agar वो नहीं मिलेगा, कम से कम ये मिलेगा. It is very, very important that he is the Lord. Just like if, have you gone to a concentration cell as a visitor? No? Or a jail or a hospital? The doctor is not sick, the patients are sick. Right? When Lord Shiva is taking care of all of one who is in that spirit, it doesn't mean that he is under the influence of Tamogun. No, he is the master, he is the owner to make sure that whoever are in that group of worshipping, that they are also taken care. Of course, it doesn't mean that everyone is in Tamoguna only. It's not that all the worshippers of Lord Shiva are Tamoguna. No, it's not like that. But there are good number of when Lord Shiva is going on a morning walk, evening walk, who follows him? All the ghosts are going. That's why when Kashyapa Muni is telling, hey, this is not the right time to meet, because it is the Sandhya, it is the conjuncture between the afternoon and night, or which is evening, and that time one should not unite. Why? He is telling, hey, this is the time where the ghosts are, Lord Shiva is taking a tour of the whole in the sky. Who are his followers? Ghosts. And Lord Shiva is so merciful that okay, let me send this soul into so and so who are interested, who are uniting at that time. So such a nice caretaker. Coming back, okay. Yeah, you put me on pressure, man. What to do? And then now there is little more. Now what the devatas are saying is, you say, Brahman, you are the cause of all causes. We say, hey, what is Brahmaji telling? Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. There is also there. Brahma is saying, and here the devatas are saying, you are the cause of all causes, self-effulgent, inconceivable, impersonal Brahman. Actually, all these descriptions are Lord Vishnu. But who is Lord Vishnu? Lord Shiva only, right? No problem. So when they are saying the glorification that were attributed to Lord Shiva is actually attribution because of Shiva is not different from Vishnu. And then you are the original cause of Vedas. And then it goes further. Lord Shiva as total of everything they glorify, and then finally he's saying, please help us, we really need. And then Lord Shiva becomes very compassionate upon seeing how the living entities are being aggrieved by the poison. Mahadev, who is always benevolent towards everyone, spoke to Sati as follows. He says, just see how all they have been placed in danger due to the poison. It's a master's duty to give safety and protection to the suffering dependent. Huh? That is the mood. It's like a, hey, committing suicide, right? Of course, nothing will happen to the Lord. Yeah, when what will happen if he drinks poison? But wife will, of course, has a concern, right? Huh? Yeah, there is always a concern. Hey, I know you are my Lord. I know you are the Lord, but still, and then she says, hmm? And it says, devotees even, there is a nice shloka which means, pranai svai pranina panti sadhava kshana bhanguraihi baddha vaireshu bhuteshu mohiteshva atma mayaya. This is very, very important. This is the spirit, the mood of a devotee. It says, devotees, even at the risk of their own temporary lives, try to save others. In the purport, Prabhupada mentions paradukha dukhi. Paradukha means suffering of others causes immense pain to the devotees. Hmm? But people in general, being bewildered by Maya, are always engaged in animosity towards others. So, when we serve, Lord Vishnu is pleased when one performs benevolent acts. That pleases me and all the jivas as well. Let me drink this poison for the happiness of everyone. So, devotees are ready to take suffering so that others can become devotees, others can be saved. And then Lord Shiva drinks the poison. Bhavani, who knew perfectly well the capabilities of Shiva, gave him permission. Then Lord Shiva compassionately took the whole quantity of widespread poison into his palm, the whole poison, and drank it just like a, you do achaman, you put one drop and then you sip it. It was so simple. The poison created a blue line on the neck. And then tapyante lokatapena sadhava prayaso jana paramaradhanam tadhi purushasya akhila atmanah. That is the reason why Lord Vishnu said, okay, go and approach Lord Shiva. He can solve the problem. He said, great persons always accept voluntary suffering because of the misery of people in general. This is considered the highest method of worshipping the Supreme Lord who is present in everyone's heart. How many of us are ready? No one? Only. Are you ready for the poison? No, 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 no. No smile. Are we ready? No. We are not yet ready. This is a meter to understand how strong are we devotees. Are we still looking for our own comfort, or are we ready to sacrifice? Are we able to ready to take pain for others? That helps us to understand where we are. Here we are seeing the topmost. Even poison is nothing for Lord Shiva. If someone would have been maybe some other way, okay, no. And then this act of Lord Shiva was appreciated by Bhavani, Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and all people in general. And then when he was drinking, when the small drops of poison that spill out, that was drunk by scorpions and snakes, they became poisonous. There's some description. Here we can appreciate the readiness of Lord Shiva to take such a big trouble for everyone. This is highly appreciated. In the same Leela, when we go further, what happened? Do we know what happened? The churning started with all troubles, and all that itself will take few days to discuss. But what happened? Finally, he will take away. And what happened? When the nectar came, immediately all the Rakshasas, all the demons, they took the pot, and then again a problem came. They again went to Lord Vishnu. He said, you told what you have, and now what happened? See? And then what happened? We all know. That is also not the topic for now. Lord has appeared in I think it said, this is the only avatar where he appeared as a female. That's why he mesmerized like any other. Maybe in Ram Leela, maybe one may, okay. But Mohini Murti form is so much mesmerizing and captivating that all the Daityas, what they did, hey, why we should fight to distribute? let's give this pot to this beautiful girl, she will distribute. And the description is so nice that is the purpose he came. And he didn't even ask. They only said, okay, you distribute. Whatever you do, we will accept it. And then the devatas were on this side and the Danavas were on this side, and Lord Vishnu is in the Mohini Murti, he is having the pot and he is going. You know what he was doing? He was very nicely smiling to the Danavas. Because of that mesmerizing nectarous darshan of the Mohini Murti, they didn't even see that the real nectar is going in the other cups. Yeah. Finally, anyway, there is again a story how Rahu came, how Ketu came, and all these things. That's also over. Everyone will go to Lord Shiva when there is a problem. Did anyone go and offer a cup of Amrit to Lord? Huh? Hey, your throat is burning. Just take some. Huh? Did anyone give? Very, very bad. What kind of devotees are they? Devotees means they should give everyone, right? No, they didn't go. The one who solved the problem, no one went. And finally, what happened? The time came. All have finally that topic is over. And then when Lord Shiva was just, it came up that, Lord Brahma was telling what happened, all these things came and all this. Finally, Amrit, did it come up? Yes. And then when the Amrit came, there was a big problem. And you know what? Lord Vishnu, he came in this beautiful form as Mohini Murti and then he solved the problem. That was super interesting for Lord Shiva. My Lord, he came in a female form. And that too, what did he do? I want to see that form. So, Lord Shiva, Bhavani, they go to Vaikuntha. And after going there, then in a just there's this chapter. Yeah, it's a very sweet chapter. Lord Shiva goes to Lord Vishnu with a desire to see his form as Mohini Murti. So we all are absorbed in hearing Harikatha. How many of us enjoy Harikatha? And Lord Shiva also had Harikatha of Mohini Murti. When he had this, he was saying, oh, let me go and see how he is. So he was so much, he's saying, hearing the pastimes of Mohini Murti and desiring to see that form, Lord Shiva along with Uma and other companions went to the abode of Lord Madhusudana. After being welcomed by the Lord Shiva, duly worshipped and smilingly spoke. And that is nice. He is saying, Deva Deva Jagat Vyapin Jagadisha Jaganmaya Sarvesham Api Bhavanam Tvam Atma Hetur Ishvara. He is saying, oh God of all gods. Who is saying that? Lord Shiva is saying. Lord Shiva is saying, God of all gods. And Jagan Vyapi, you are spread all over Jagat, in that paper, everywhere, whether you see this full zoomed out or in all the, everywhere you are spread. And then Jagadisha, we usually say Lord Shiva is Jagadisha, right? Here he is saying Shiva is himself saying, it's just imagine, what is your name, Mate? Raghu Kumar. And you come and you call me Raghu Kumari, how funny it will be. Raghu Kumari is you, right? Everyone should call you Raghu Kumari, right? So here is in Jagadisha Jaganmaya. O Master of Universe, O Lord, who is the universe? Both. Sarvesham api bhavanam. You are the cause, super soul, the giver of consciousness of everything and the supreme controller. Tvam Atma Hetur Ishvara. Ishvara means controller. Atma Hetur Ishvara means one who gives the consciousness of everything. So everything, of course, if we meet a friend, maybe we may say, hey, you are great. Maybe we are just appreciating. No, here is saying that. And then Lord Vishnu might ask Lord Shiva, you say that I am the material of the universe, but the universe has a beginning, is temporary and unconscious. And I am also temporary and unconscious? No. And he say next is saying, Adya antav asya yan madhyam idam anyat aham bahihi yato avyayasya naitani tat satyam brahmachit bhavan. The beginning and annihilation, maintenance of the universe, the false ego, everything else comes from you, the inexhaustible and changeless Lord. But you have no beginning, my middle and end. We remember this Leela, Lingodbhava. Anyone knows this? There is a test, right? They say who is the supreme. Then Lord Shiva is telling, find my, what do you call? Top and end. And Lord is expanding so much that no one could see. And the same Shiva is saying this. You are inexhaustible, you are changeless, and then and then Lord, all these prayers, they are nice prayers to understand that Lord Shiva appreciates that he is saying, Tvam Brahma Purnam Amrutam Vigunam Vishokam Ananda Matram Avikaram Ananyat Anyat Vishwasya Visvasya Hetur Udaya Sthiti Samyamanam Atmeshwarascha Tad Apeksha Taya Pekshaha. And then all these prayers, after that finally he expresses his desire. What is that? I have seen all the incarnations. Now I wish to see your incarnation in a beautiful woman. What is that form called? Mohini. The name itself is what? Mohini. Enchanting. Not ordinary. Mohini Murti. Which means Murti means Lord has a form. It's not just wow, see sky is so beautiful, all blue sky. No. Here Mohini Murti means that form. Lord has a form. We have come here desiring to see that form of yours. And Lord Vishnu smiled. He's and replied with mysterious words. These words are little like when two friends come together and when they are talking, it's like Lord Vishnu said, I assumed that form as a beautiful woman to bewilder the demons and act in the interest of demigods. That was the purpose. O best of the demigods, as you have desired, I shall reveal to you that form which gives rise to lust and is most appreciated by lusty people. So that form itself is so attractive. For that purpose I have taken that form. But okay, you keep talking, I'll come back. Saying so, Lord Vishnu disappeared from the scene. And in short, after saying this, Lord Shiva remained there and with Uma looking for him all around. What happened is Lord Vishnu left from the place, and then why Lord Vishnu is not yet coming? So Lord Shiva was looking around. When he was looking around, he came across a beautiful girl who was playing with a ball, a flower ball. Sometimes she's throwing up, sometimes she's keeping on her shoulder, sometimes. Now with all, Lord Shiva was saying, wow, of course he has good wife there. And then in spite of that, he could not move his glance away from that beautiful girl. And that's what he says, captivated by the internal potency. Again, we have to be very careful. When we are reading the Shastras, we have to be, when we are going through a Leela, we should read through the Shastras. How come? And sometimes people may think, hey, is it very cheap? No. We have to understand that the Supreme Lord's external potency represented by Durga or Maya is extremely strong and everyone is fully captivated by her activities, but Shiva was not to be captivated by the external potency. We have to be very, very careful. Though they may look same, activity may be same, but we have to see under what Maya is a Leela is performed. Under the Yoga Maya, not Mahamaya. So Lord Vishnu captivated him by manifesting his internal potency in the form of Mohini Murti. Mohini smiled and glanced at Shiva in bashfulness. Captivated by her, Shiva forgot both himself and Uma. He forgot himself, he also forgot that his dear wife is there, and as well as his associates. Come on, thoda lajja rehna hai. What we say? Huh? Hey, all my followers are there. If they see if I am running behind, what will they follow? They will also follow, right? The same thing. So all this he totally forgot. Lord Shiva's attraction for Mohini Murti. Suddenly a breeze blew away from the fine dress of Mohini, and in this whole description. Shiva followed Vishnu. And then there is whole further. When Lord Shiva was running behind Mohini Murti, in the beautiful girl, what happened is there is a seminal discharge which formed gold and silver and etc. But very importantly, this was the cause of what? A destruction of a dangerous demon called. Oh, if you don't know, then this Leela is of no. This Leela is performed for that purpose. What?
Lord Ayyappa was born like
Yes, exactly. Mahishi is the demoness. She asked Brahmaji that may I be, I mean, I can't, someone will always ask, na, I want to be immortal. That doesn't work. Then he said, okay, only one who is born from Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva, they can, only he can kill me. Because he was thinking foolproof. This will never happen. We are not in the times of what do you call LGBT, yeah? What is it?
LGBTQ.
All this plus is also there. You can put anything there. So he was very smart and thought, nothing will happen to me. For that Leela, this happened. So it's very sensitive. In one way, is Lord Shiva captivated? Yes. That's why we can see a seminal discharge happened means it has happened. But at the same time, what happened, the Leela ends not there. The Leela ends, after the discharge has happened, Lord Shiva comes back and he is with his dear wife. Now, who will do this? If someone has done something, they will not come back to their good wife. No. The secret in this Leela is two things. One is the internal potency of the Lord has made Lord Shiva run behind Lord Vishnu. The second very important aspect is Lord Shiva's wife. What is her name? And Bhavani. Yeah. And Uma. Yeah, so many. Ambika. What is Narayan's and Narayani's relation? Brother and? So the scriptures say that at that time when Lord Vishnu was making Lord Shiva run behind her, it was, and when this seminal discharge happened, it was that Narayani was inside Vishnu. So is there something unethical? No. That is the reason when Lord Shiva came back, Mother Parvati didn't chastise, hey, what did you do? At that time, it was divine Leela that Parvati was also there. And so that this whole thing can happen, so that the Lord, Ayyappa has come, so that Mahishi can be killed. In this small Leela, we can see so many things. On one side, Lord Shiva is always eager to see the form of the Lord. We always should be eager to see the Lord's form. We may say, okay, this is made of, no, unless it is very nicely carved by a specialist, then no, the Lord manifests in this form. It's not like it has to be, the appealing for external senses. And Lord Shiva is ever eager to know the Leelas of the Lord. That's why he is asking, hey, what happened after this? We also should be very eager to know Harikatha. That's why it's so amazing that when we all come together, what we do? Harikatha. Of course, our Katha is different. Harikatha. Why? So that when we are hearing the pastimes of the Lord, that gives us happiness in our heart. The Satchit Ananda gates will open. At the moment, everything is very rapidly closed. These get opened when we hear Harikatha. And then here, what Lord Shiva is doing? Yeah, it is said. And Lord Vishnu appreciates Lord Shiva. Here, this stable position. This is what is the most important. Then we can understand Lord Shiva. It's not something, an ordinary thing that was done. When the Lord Deva Deva, here it said, himself has come in the Mohini Murti, who can not be disturbed. Even the one who has burnt Kamadev to ashes, even he can be disturbed. He can be destroyed. Sorry, he can be disturbed. This is what. Then that is the reason why Lord Vishnu is appreciating Lord Shiva. You know what? You didn't simply carry away with me, running behind me until you get me. After the purpose is done, then you immediately came back. Where? Huh? That's it. That shows. That shows the greatness of Shiva. That shows the greatness of Lord Vishnu. In this one Leela, we can see the greatness of Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. Anyway, how much time? Maybe use 15 minutes for thoughts or questions, so that we don't run over time. We should complete with this, this Leela. His Lord Shiva is telling here, is saying, Lord Shiva circumambulated him, Lord Vishnu, and returned to his abode. In jubilation, he addressed Bhavani as follows. What did he say to Mother Parvati? He said, Api vyapasyas tvam ajasya mayam parasya pumsa paradevataya aham kalanam rishabhopi muhye yayavaso anye kim utasvatanantraha. He is saying, O goddess, you have now seen the illusory energy of the unborn Supreme Lord, by which even I, his principal expansion, have been bewildered. What then is to be said of others who are fully dependent on Maya? I myself, when I am completely free from Maya, I am so much bewildered. for those people who are attracted to Maya, gone case. Huh? Yamma aprachyatvam upetya yogat sama sahasranta uparatam vai स एव साक्षात् पुरुष पुराणो न यत्र कालो विशते न वेदः. It says, when I had finished my mystic yoga after 1,000 years, you had asked me upon whom I was meditating. This is what, no? Here he is saying, here is that supreme person whom even time and the Vedas cannot approach or know him. And Shukadev Goswami is concluding, I have now described to you the prowess of Lord Sargadhanva, who bore a Mandhara mountain on his back, about Kurma avatar. And what is the Falastuti? Is mentioned. Results of constantly hearing or describing Kirtayato Anusranvato, this narration about Lord's transcendental qualities, one's endeavors will never be fruitless. One can annihilate all material suffering. What do we get by this Harikatha? Free from material suffering. How many of us want free from distress? That's what Lord is saying. I am giving all distress. What He is giving? So that we can appreciate. When Lord is putting us into distress, Lord wants to see how much are we still with Him. And then when we are with Him, He is giving what? Freedom from distress. Yeah, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any thoughts, questions? All clear? So nice.
In Bhasmasur case, also I think Vishnu Bhagavan took the form of Parvati, right? I think in Bhasmasur case.
I'm trying to recollect.
Okay.
Maybe you can tell more, because as far as I know, in the case of Bhasmasura, it was that he was pleased. Why? Because this Asura, Vrikasura, he was a nice semicircular sword or something. He was ready to cut at that time. Lord Shiva, I can't bear this. He was, Lord Brahma told the secret to this Vrikasura, hey, Lord Shiva, no, Narada, I forgot. Someone told to this Asura saying, Brahma and Shiva can very easily be pleased. Or I think Brahma told. Hmm? He said, Lord Shiva is Bholenath, yeah, just do something and then he's pleased. And what is that? He tried after some time only, within I think few days or month, he said, okay, let me cut my head and then I'm sure he will come. So he was ready to cut his head. At that time, no, 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 he said. Okay, then he said, okay, what power I want? I want power that on whoever I put my hand, he will be. One version says his head will break into pieces. One says bhasma, everything become ashes. And then he wanted to try on Lord Shiva itself. When he wanted to try, yeah, you need to try, right? A product. 30 days trial period is there. You have to use it. If you don't like, you can just. And then the problem was that this is what happens, right? In Amazon in India. Now people just try, even if they don't try or not, they just return it back. Last year in December there was a news in radio here. They said because of this returning program success, there's so much pressure on the courier people because they have to bring and they have to take back, bring and take back, and it's so much of wasting. Anyway, why did I say that?
Just to try.
Try. See, very easily go somewhere. So he wanted to try, and then Lord Shiva comes, and then he comes as a boy. Some versions they say that he comes as a Mohini Murti, and there is a whole Leela that shows that okay, then he dances and dances and dances and swirling, and then he keeps his head on his head. There is one version which tells he comes as a Brahmana boy, cowherd boy, and uh, and this is what in the Bhagavatam it is mentioned. And as per that, he says, hey, I think how can we trust Shiva? Why don't you try yourself? Huh? Then he kept on his head and he tried. So I don't know in this context where Parvati has come. Maybe if you know.
Yeah. I mean, the knowledge that what I have is he was running behind Siva, and then I think he wanted to marry Parvati ji or something like that. So
That is a different story again. Yeah.
okay, but as per my knowledge, so Vishnu Bhagwan
That
came
is
as
a story of
Parvati.
Ravana.
No, no, no. In this case also, Vishnu Bhagwan came as Parvati, and he said that I'll marry you, but first you have to dance with me. And because Lord Shiva also danced with me, and he danced like that. So they just he just make him dancing, and once he put his
And then
hand
gone.
on his head, he also did like that, and then he was immediately destroyed. So yeah, that's what I know.
I also heard this. When this, as I said, in that Leela, then this is also shown like that. There is a time where Ravana becomes so much mesmerized seeing Parvati. Yeah. How does Vedavati come? No, one sec. Mandodari. Mandodari comes because Ravana is so much. Yeah, he even takes Parvati. You don't know this?
No.
Ravan comes and says, and Lord Shiva says, Acha, if okay, you want, you take. And then there is a trick of replacement that happens. And then he says, okay, then he goes down to the Patal Lok, where Varuna, he says, hey, no, no, no. Yeah, I think Shiva has cheated you. The real Parvati is in the Patal Lok. And when you go there, you will find, if you please Varuna Dev, he will give you. And Mandodar is so beautiful, he thought, she is same Parvati. Poor Ravan. Yeah. Sometimes what happens is bhakti, when it becomes so much on head, then we forget bhakti and we do rakti. And that's what happened. He was a bhakti, bhakta, no doubt. Yeah. But the same bhakta, he wanted to take Kailash to whom? So what kind of bhakti it is? Sometimes even people say, Duryodhan is a great bhakta. In fact, I have a colleague whose name is Duryodhan Rakesh. His name is Rakesh, but his surname is Duryodhan. I don't know why it came. And then they are fans. Come on, what to do?
Chandrasekhar Ramada.
Even that is also there. Okay, that was not a question, right? But yeah, thanks. Because they are all, what we are referring that is kind of folklores they call. Yeah, in villages, when they come together and when they do this dramas, then to intensify the mood, so that everyone is captured, we also see these are written so that some dots are connected together, so that they did just अगर मोहिनी मूर्ति का लीला हो तो 5-10 मिनट में हो जाएगा नहीं, you have to also bring all the aspects now, then it becomes very nice. And in those days people had time for 3 hours also, a movie na is not a problem. Now everything 3 hours is, of course now people also appreciate 3 hours, right? That's why the web series has come, like 3 hours is also not enough. That's why you see web series. Okay, thank you very much. That's it. Have a nice prasadam time. We do one round of japa, right? If the kids can come. Are there any questions, by the way? Did you check in the group? It's a WhatsApp, right? Anyway, I'm not expecting, but yes.
But actually, maybe if anyone would like to talk, how you felt.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want, you can share.
Maybe you share, meanwhile we will just.
Thank you. Can you drive the call? You can give the mic if someone wants to speak. Thank you. It should be like this. Not like that, like this. Yeah. No one, thank you. Yeah, something that you liked or you want to share or something? What did you?
Not
something
a
new,
question, but
something new to know, or?
not a question. The way you described, we often compare Vishnu and Siva. When Shiva himself is said
Not
topmost
comparing.
Vaishnava, who are we to even to talk about him? Just when it is very well put.
We are made fools by both of them. That's what we have to understand. I mean, this is what usually when we walk through the scriptures, then we are safe. Again, the question comes, scriptures are saying this and also say this. Yeah, we have to understand within the scriptures what is the how this riddle is solved. That's what we need to understand. That's why in Bible you have a very abridged Bible. Have you seen anyone? A pocket Bible they call. Yeah, if you go to a church, maybe there is a little bigger one. Yeah. So in a small version we don't get everything. So that's why we have to really not just see on a surface level and decide. Yes, yes, yeah, no, 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 no. We have to really go through the acharyas, what they have said. And acharyas, they would have gone completely deep. They are giving the cream. Can we really go deep? No. Let's take the cream, easy. Yep. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarabhyascha kripa sindhobhyo vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की।